Cotto, Canelo, I love them fights. I want to move up. I'll beat Spike. I'll beat Eubank. Now I've gone on and took the world champion title, Andy Lee. I'm WBO world champion. Now I've got to say. So I'll have a Christmas off. Then I'm sure Frank will give me a bell on the new year, and we'll go from there. But listen, people think now that I'll go out camp, get fat, and you know, and have a break over Christmas. Don't get me wrong, we'll have a Christmas off. But that title there, now I've worked for that title. I know what I'm up against. These world champions, and I know I've got to stay on form to compete at this level. I'm at a new level when I'm right.
Frank, what are the chances of an Alvarez fight?
Well, Bill wants that, and it's something to think about. And I've got to be honest, I don't think that'd be a difficult fight to make. To be honest, but it's something I want to think about. What I would like to happen, and then obviously sit down with the guys and we'll, I'll tell them what I think, and then we'll make a decision between us. But I think Bill. I'll keep saying this. Bill is a better fighter. I think he gets credit for. I look all different. I always look at fighters, not what they're good at doing, what they're bad at doing. And we knew a couple of things that Bill in the past was basically just, sometimes the way he lived. But he's addressed that. I mean, he looks magnificent at the way he dealt with that. And I think that's something obviously that's moving forward. It's only going to get better and better. I think it's a matter of looking. It's not about winning the world title. I always think if you want to become world champion, you don't want to become just win the belt. You want to go on and defend it. I'm not saying don't fight a load of dummies, but you want to go and make money because that's the objective. It's the hardest game in the world in sport. You want to secure your family financially, and everybody. Make sure your life's good when you get out of boxing. You want to leave with your marbles intact. And it's my job to ensure that happens. But there are some fights there, and I think with Bill's skills, and I think this will bring him on. Winning the world title will bring him on. And I think that there's fights out there, including Alvarez, that if we pick them at the right moment, they're winnable fights. When you look at Alvarez against Floyd Mayweather, and I know we talk about Floyd Mayweather, but I mean he wasn't even getting a race because he was boxing. Bill is Alvarez is a good puncher, he's a tough wrestler. That's his style. But I think a couple of fights, sometime next year we can get it home towards the end of the year.
People think that they see me in the fight, in that ring, and they look at me. I said it at the press conference. I look easy to it. I look easy to outmaneuver. But when you're in there with me, it's a different thing. Look at Andy Lee. Look what he did to Peter Quillin. He was outboxing Peter Quillin. Look what he did to Carver. Look what he did to Jackson. They're all world-class fighters. When I'm in there, people don't give me enough credit. When I'm in there, I'm a lot difficult and trickier than people think when they're in the ring with me. You ask anybody who's been in the ring with me.
And that's why he's a cagey fight as such, because he's thinking. He's not, my concern with the fight was he was going to let his heart rule his head, and he didn't do that. He kept to the game plan, stayed focused, knew what he had to do. I just thought at the end with the crowd, I knew that Andy Lee, there was a part, I thought Andy Lee knows the last couple of rounds he's got to come out there and try and win it. In my opinion, he was behind and he had to come out and try and get it. But Bill stayed cool, calm, and he did what he had to do. Bill is a quality fighter. You don't go and box for your country in the Olympic Games 18 years of age. But he was quite a standout performance there. He was a Cuban guy. Big good fighters. He's a good class act, and I'm absolutely confident he can go on and do some really good things. For me, we can make Cotto the next fight in a heartbeat. I'd do that tomorrow, and I'd say to him, "You're doing it. It's not a choice." So I know he'll fight anyway. It's a fighting man, and I'll say to the team, "This is it. This is the fight I want for him." Because he'll beat Cotto.
It's the fight I want. Skills pay the bills. That's the way I look at it.
Is that a fight with Cotto that you'd like to see happen in America, Billy, Frank?
I think wherever it, look, I'll play on home advantage, and I think in certain fights you want home advantage for obvious reasons. The crowd gets behind you. When the crowd are behind you, we speak to any fighter. sometimes if the going gets tough and you're away from home, you know, so but when you're in front of your own people, you've got to pull a bit out. But I've sort of taken guys on the road. We took Joe Calzacchio to fight Hopkins, you know, and everyone's saying Hopkins was shot. He wasn't. You see what after Joe's fight, what he went on to do. We even took Derek Chisora out to beat Mike Tyson. And last week, Enzo went out and finished Roy Jones' career. He's capable of going to the States and doing it. This went out live on Showtime. Yeah. They showed it. It's you know, so he cemented it. I've been looking at Texas. I've had some good reports back from him.
Fans, if you guys haven't already done so, make sure you download the Behind the Gloves app. It's free, and it features really cool stuff like a fight calendar that reminds you of all the upcoming fights, and it allows for you to, with one click, to remind yourself directly to your phone. And it also features 24/7 breaking news that's going on in boxing. So make sure you guys go ahead and do that and subscribe to this channel.